Here I am once again, the multiform misanthropist. Yes, what a beautiful day. Am I right? Yes, I guess so. It's a beautiful day. Oops, I need coffee. Yes, let me grab my mug of coffee. Yes. Oh, yes, I need to smoke. Let me grab my cigarette made out of rope tobacco. It's necessary to inhale it to feel the difference. Inhale it to feel the difference. Yes. So, this is one more day on planet Earth. It's Tuesday, 14 January 2025. It's 7:32 a.m. We speak directly from Brazil. State of São Paulo, man, South America. Yes, here we are. Here we are. And I keep reading Richard Dawkins' book, The God Delusion. I'm on chapter 7, which deals with morality. He makes such good points. Yes, he makes such good points. I read in this dawn uh, about the Old Testament, like because Christians they proclaim and claim that our morality, our goodness, just exists because of God and the Bible, right? So Richard Dawkins goes like, could we be good without God and religion? No. Could we have morals? And then he describes how the morality were evolved according to Darwinian theory. He has also a book called The Selfish Gene. He also talks about altruism because people misinterpret his book, The Selfish Gene, and actually both of the signs of this coin do has a correlation with Darwinism or the theory of evolution, which is a theory, which is a fact. Academics define theory as something mathematical or descriptive about some phenomena, and then comes the proof of it. For example, the theory of general relativity it's a fact, right? Relativity of Albert Einstein is a fact because it was proved here in Brazil, in Sobral, Minas Gerais, and in Africa, right? And the theory of evolution is a fact according to geneticists and biologists because it can be demonstrated in laboratory and experiments. So he talks about selfishness, altruism, and morality, and he raised the questions about if we can be good, without religion, without the Bible, you know. And when he wrote about the Old Testament, he goes through all the passages in the Old Testament that deals with morality. I have difficulty to pronounce this fucking word. and he shows like Yahweh, or the Jewish God, was so like jealous of other gods and punished the Israeli people with plagues and disease and destruction and war, and how some stupid or weird or amoral, unmoral things were practiced by the Israeli people in the Old Testament. And he goes like through the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, through the Ark of Noah, through some passages in the book of Judges. And he really demonstrates how the Bible cannot be taken seriously to be a moral code. And now, in this afternoon, I will start to read about the New Testament. Well, it's information that I know pretty well because I have read the Bible 10 times cover to cover, being 9 times in Portuguese and the last time in English. And I was a Christian, so both Catholic and then Protestant. But the way he analyzed the Bible is really good for a scientist, really. Yeah. I guess it's the second time I'm reading this book. Yeah, it's a long time. My first time I read it was back in 2007. Yeah, man. Can we be good without God? He proves so. He proves yes, we may good. We are good. Atheists, atheists. Actually, if you go to jail all around the world, people in jail are. There are more percentage of people in jail who are Christians and religious, instead being atheists or agnostics, because atheism and maybe agnosticism, skepticism, is correlated with education. By education, I don't mean only degrees in colleges, in universities, but the intelligence to read books, search for information, process the information, and respect the laws of society. That's what Richard, I have to learn how to pronounce his name. Richard Dawkins. Did I pronounce it right? Yeah. So he proves so. We may be good without God, and actually, indeed, religion is responsible for genocide, atrocities, killing, and terrorism, and all of sorts of weirdness and unmoral, I would say unmoral or amoral deeds in the name of God. And then I link all the information I'm reading in this book, from this book, with the Satanism founded by Anton Zandor LaVey, which also has a dignified moral code or ethics. Like, it's not only moral, it's ethics, right? Moral is a more restrictive way of expressing how we treat others, ourselves, and how we define good and evil, or good and bad, right and wrong. So, ethics. Human beings, the global mankind, and the planet Earth should have ethics toward our fellow and our planet and animals and everything. But the thing that maybe we don't have that ethics, and I have mentioned that in a previous video, it's because we suck, right? We as a species, we suck. We suck so much. But I could also ask if maybe we suck because in the Darwinian evolution, we got ourselves adapted to suck, maybe. Yeah. We are selfish, we are altruists. Both sides of the coin are part of human nature, right? We tend to be selfish when pursuing our own goals and pleasures and well-being. We tend to be selfish in our households with things that we do that will granted us privilege, and we tend to be altruists in groups of people that relate to us to the same tastes, that treat us in the same manner we treat the others. And actually, we tend also to be altruists to recompensate or to be recompensated by the favor we do to others, you know, and to help, because helping someone or something or an animal or a child or someone that you care for benefits your feeling about yourself and that person being helped, or that animal or that pet or or whatever. So we have to be a kind of rational to analyze that. Yeah, and he mentions Immanuel Kant, the philosopher, who developed a moral philosophy. Um, yes, man. So Christianity, Christianity, man. Come on, I know all that. I've been in church, man. One thing I have noted is that people who speak a lot of love and loving the others, the neighbor, and doing good, people who express a moral code, a morality, they behave in a different way when they are not be when they are not be when they are not being seen by others, like all these pastors, these telling evangelists who beg for money, you know and if they talk too much about love in their private lives, they do the opposite. People, for example, and I'm giving a personal example, I am the multiform misanthropist, right? That doesn't that doesn't mean that I'm gonna mistreat people on the streets. That doesn't mean I'm gonna hit someone that I don't like. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna curse at someone's face. It doesn't mean I'm gonna rob, steal, or rape a woman, or It means that I hate people because I know I have studied people's behavior and we suck. That's my conclusion. End of the argument. But I also express my hatred, because I want to see improvement. I want to see a change, what I have said already in my videos. So Richard Dawkins, yeah, okay. Yeah, some things he say I disagree with him, but he made good points. It's a good book. All right? So time's up. Time's up, man. And the world is down.